Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US indices. We'll be looking at the S&P and the NASDAQ, and starting with the S&P here, our primary count is we have wave 3 here. We have an A and a B and a C wave over here for wave 4. We're looking for 5 waves between B and C here of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down for 5 here to complete this. There's also the possibility of a bit of a triangle pattern with all of this as well, but I won't get into that just yet. But one of the important points at the moment though is that we know this move up here is in 3 waves, so we know that's corrective. Currently this wave down here can also be viewed as 3 waves as well to this point. I am looking for a further sort of down for 5 to finish this off down here somewhere. But this being 3 waves to this point here, or to these old lows here, then it does open up the possibility of this wave 4 here being like an A wave, a B wave and a C wave back up to here. Now I've just said that quite simply then as an A and a B and a C wave here so that we can understand it, but it would be part of the triangle pattern that I was talking about. So what I really want to see is I really want to see a breakthrough down through here to give us this third wave price action here, and then wave 4 and 5 here. So it's going to be a little bit sort of tricky because, you know, some of the big markets in the NASDAQ, say Amazon, it's sitting at a medium level, which is 1500, and we've also got Google sitting, Alphabet sitting on 1000 as well. So those 2 big stocks are really sitting on current support at the moment, and also the NASDAQ as well is sitting on support of 6500. Doesn't seem like much, but it's also a medium level as well and carries the same weight as a 1500 price point as well. So we've got a lot of support for the NASDAQ, and how that will show up in this market I'm not too sure. So I really want to see, you can have a look at Amazon, and Amazon at 1500 and Alphabet at 1000, and you'll see that they've just arrived down at those support points. So we can expect bounces from there, and also with the NASDAQ we got that at 6500. We can talk about that in a moment. So I just want to point those 2 things out. So also approaching the these old lows and this old low here, we can expect some support to come in at this space here. So yeah, let's just dive in and have a look at this. I'll just go straight to the hourly chart, I think. So from wave 4 up here, I've had this as 5 waves down here for basically 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 down for 1, ABC for 2 here, and then looking down, I suppose we could call this also here wave 3 here and wave 4 here and wave 5 finishing here. So we could actually be finished here. So it's also possible this can be in play here. So I'm talking about this so we can have strategies in place, wave 4 and wave 5 sitting here. So that's possible that that's already finished from this point. Okay, so we've got a lot of short trades in here, so we really need to protect those. And one of the things that I've been looking for here was this number here, the 2650 area here. Now that's yeah, there's a couple of this is an important number. It's a midpoint, it's 50, so 5 being the second strongest number in the market, in my humble opinion, is important. It's also the halfway between 600 and 700, and also the halfway mark between 2 minor levels, well, this medium level here and 2800 as well. So we're kind of, this is always plays out as an important level, and I really wanted to see it as support or resistance, and currently we've migrated from being support over here to being resistance over here. So in a nutshell, we can actually, if I can copy that, look to sell new lows here as well. So just going back over this in simple terms here, we've got wave 1 here, wave 2 here, wave 3 here, wave ABC for wave 4 here, and then a short wave 5 here, because the NASDAQ is sitting on 6,500, which is medium level, and we've got Google and Amazon sitting on really strong support levels as well. If they break through those levels, well, then we can continue to the downside. So the other count that I've had here, which our primary count is down for wave 1 here, wave 2 here, and then down for wave 1 here and 2 here, and then looking down for 3, 4, and 5 to make the green wave 3 all the way down here as such. Coming down here further. So it's nice on the short side, it's nice that we're under this 2,650. Okay, so I'll just save that with these other wave 4 and 5 in here. If this market finds the 2,650 as support, then we need to be out of these short trades, and we need to be, well, I don't particularly want to be looking to go long straight away. I need to see an impulse wave to the upside. So let's just go into the tick chart and explore this area in here. So this is the way that I've been looking at it. So from wave 2 up here, green wave 2, we've had 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for wave 1, an A and a B and a C for wave 2. It hasn't really pulled up to the 61.8% retracement level, but that's okay. And then we're looking at 5 waves down here, which I was calling wave 1 here. Don't need that there, just need to be clarity. So we've got wave 1 here now, ABC for wave 2, 5 waves down for wave 1, and also this can be adjusted here as well. So adjusted in the way that, and I'm going to do that now actually. Not that it makes a big deal, it still leaves us where we are. Whoops, daisy. Don't need that. So that leaves a stronger third wave coming down from wave 2 here to wave 3, 4, and 5. So, you know, I feel good on the short. I feel okay with the short side. It's just that those supports on the Alphabet at 1,000 and Amazon at 1,500 and the NASDAQ at 6,500. They're all really strong levels to respect, basically. So anyway, last time we spoke, we were looking for a retracement back into this area through here. So we've got that, and we've started our next little move down through here. So I think what we could do is we could bring this stop down onto this high here, or just above here as such. Yeah, because this, let me just double check this here. If I take that as the low here, then that, if I can just move this triangle space here, so that takes that to there, so 2,654, say. So really we want the stop out of the way up at this space. So it's possible to have this wave 1 here and an A wave and a B wave and a C wave back up into this space. So I'm going to copy this here and put that here. So we want that high, if that high comes into place, then we want that stop sitting above that. So if this number here becomes support, we need to be out of the trade, okay? But otherwise we'll just hold short. That's the strategy. So I'll just keep it simple, and I'm just putting that just above this too. I can't drag it across here because I can't take it past the price here. So this move down here, it looks bearish, it's good. I just want to see it continue to be bearish, that's all, and we'll stay on that side of it. The other point is if it does move lower, down into the 26 here, then we can expect, this is what we call group, this level here, 2,600, nice big whole number. Then we've got 1, 2, and 3 here. So when we've got 1, 2, and 3 here, most of the time we would see the market bounce quite rapidly through these. So if we get, oh, I can't even draw on this side, so I'll just draw it over here. So normally would come down to this level, get a bounce off it, and then eventually after exhausts itself, it would sort of move through, but it can hit number 2 here and come back to 3 here. It can get quite sort of violent amongst all of this in here, so just be mindful of that. When the number 2 here, the pivot I call it the pivot within group 1 here, the number 2, once that becomes the retested resistance here, then this number really acts as a much stronger magnet and will pull that down into this space here. I consider this number here, 2650 here, a stronger number than the 2600 area here, so we'll just see how we go with that. But if the market does move further down here as we've got it, then we'll be looking at that stronger wave count coming down here. So the stronger wave count, if I can just go back to the hourly chart here, that would have this down here as wave 1 and 2 here, and then we're coming down for this wave 3 here. So this would make this down for 1 here, back for 2 here, and then we've got 5 waves down here for wave 3, then we'll come back for wave 4 here, and then wave 5 down here for wave 3 here. And this is a medium level here. This is where I feel like the market's being drawn to. But yeah, as I mentioned, there's kind of 2 counts here, but this count here of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, a diminishing 5-wave structure is possible, but we haven't really made a new low here. But coming into this low here, you know, things can squash up a little bit and get a bit, you know, bit messy. So anyway, let's see. So we're still on the case of shorting new lows, but now we've just putting, if I can better copy that, put that up here somewhere, you know where that stop is there, and we'll look to protect what we've got at this stage, because it's been quite a good trade so far. And the NASDAQ is same, so just go to the 1 hourly chart here. So first of all, this is a medium level here, 6,500, and it's there because it's the halfway mark between 5,000 and 8,000 in the bigger picture, which are major trading levels, and this is a medium trading level. So the 65 number, you'll see it in stocks as well at $6.50. It's a number worth putting in place and remembering. So, but here, as you can see, we're here as support here. We really want this as resistance here. And the resistance means that it's got to migrate, it's got to drop through, come back and retest it. And then we've got our reference point here for our low here, which is our trigger for our next move down from that point. But at the same time, I do want to protect what we've got here. So with Amazon at 1,500 and Alphabet at 1,000, it's reflecting a lot of support in the market. So yeah, we need to respect that as well, and I would like to, you know, respect this as well. Just have a look on this tick chart here. So this is 100 ticks. This little move up here is an impulse wave, so it looks like it's in 5 waves here. So let me just get in a bit more data here. I just want to even get in a bit more as well. Just want to have a quick look. Okay. I mean, this here is a corrective move. But it does appear that we've got 5 waves here. But I'm thinking that on the bearish side, I mean, we should be taking this low out here because of this corrective pattern here, okay? And this move down through here looks like it's in 5 waves here, just eyeing it off as I'm talking. So yeah, 1 and 2 here, and all 5 waves down here for the 3rd, 4th and 5th, and then an A wave, a B wave, and this 5 waves makes up a C wave here. So an A and a B and a C. So we should continue to move down through here, but at the same time we should actually put a stop above this particular high here now. So if I go back to the hourly chart, because we do have 5 waves up off this low, but I can see that Maybe this can be counted in 5. It would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 extension in that, but I don't know. It'd be better counted as an A and a B and a C wave here. Yeah. Plus, we haven't taken this low out here, so we should take that low out. But I want to protect what we've got here, so we want that 65-80 sort of area in there. I'll just reduce this, otherwise we'll end up with too much data. And just the 1 hour chart here. So I've got it in there anyway. So that's our stop. And yeah, let's just see how this support goes. So unfortunately, it's a little bit of crossing our fingers here and seeing if this market can actually just push lower from here. So we're doing all the right things. You can bring that stop down a little bit lower here as well. So you can find the 61.8% between that high and this low here, and then come back up above that. But I'll just bring it down to this point, down to 80 here. That will give enough, this point. So yeah, let's just see. We're on track. We just want to protect things, that's all. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Cheers.